Good morning, Facebook family and friends. How's everyone doing? Happy December, whatever it is, December 18th, 19th, something like that. Ooh, Christmas is right around the corner. Cannot believe that's already happened. 2021's almost over. I know. I said I was not going to do another Wisdom Walk till 2022, but I had to do this one. Very important. The last week, I should say, the last 8 days have really opened my eyes to a lot of things. And some people may not understand the definition of mentorship or what a mentor is, but I mentor people that actually mentor me also. They don't know they do, but they do. So I had, I'll share with you when I get to that portion of the Wisdom Walk. But this is Wisdom Walk number 61, and we're almost at the end of the year. So this one is called Broken. But before I show you that, I want to show you what a beautiful day in Southern California it is. A little bit of haze on the mountains, but we're going to enjoy these beautiful blue skies because this is about to change in about a couple of days. We're going to have some rain for the next 4 or 5 days, which we absolutely need in Southern California. So let's talk about broken. The world absolutely, as we know it today, is broken. I can give you thousands upon thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of examples of it being broken. But here's the beautiful part. In everything in life, as we evolve, as we go to the next level in life, as we grow, pretty much everything is broken until we fix it. So I want you to think about that for a second. The house you live in, the condo you live in, the apartment you live in, or whatever, at one point in time, I'm trying to get the sun out you guys' eyes. At one point in time, it was just dirt. It was a field, it was dirt, it was broken, and it had to be fixed. And someone built something very, very special on it, and now you get to enjoy it. So I believe the world continues to be that way, so it will always be broken until we make things better. But here's the best part about something being broken. Each and every single one of us can make a difference. We can make a difference in everything that we do. We can make a difference on this planet. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of controversy about that when it comes to things like voting. Well, does my vote really matter? And I was one of those people. So I was one of those people that actually, hold on, let me make sure that I am in the right. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, yeah, I am. So I was one of those people. I'm not going to vote. It's not going to make that much of a difference. It's just one person. But it does make a difference. Because to fix the broken world that we're in, it does take one person. And the reason why I'm doing this Wisdom Walk before 2022 started is I was mentored by people, well, a person that I mentor. And it made me feel like, wow, it's amazing how people can have a conversation with you and you're mentoring them or doing a mentoring session and they say something to you that wakes you up. And I was having a conversation with one of the younger people in our group that, and she was saying, I saw your videos about, giving away, and my family's going to be doing the same thing. And we're going to go out on today. Actually, they're going out as a whole family, and they're going to pass out $100 bills. And I saw you doing that again yesterday, and I'm really, really happy. My family's excited. I went, great. And I said, it felt really, really bad because I felt so many people are so broken. And there was a young lady at the gas station yesterday that I was basically standing at the front of the gas station, and I'll go from person to person as cars pulled up. And it looks like it was two ladies, and they were probably in their early 20s, and a guy with them. So he was pumping the gas after I gave them the blessing. And I can just see she wouldn't take her eyes off of me. She kept, everywhere I walked, every person I went and blessed, she had this look on her face that, when someone's shocked and they have this shocked look in their face, she had this shocked look in her face, and she just kept looking at me, and literally her mouth was open. She was like, her eyes were open really big, her mouth was open. And after I did it for about 3 or 4 more people, I was walking by and she rolls down a window and she says, I don't get it. I don't understand. She goes, why? Why are you doing this? And I said to her, why not? And she goes, that makes sense. And then the person in the back seat says, I'm telling you right now, ever since you've done that, I've been sitting in the back seat crying. So I was telling that story to one of the people I mentor that's going out today to do their giveaway. And she says, it's funny. I was telling her that story. She said, it's funny that people don't think one person can change everything. So my thought was, I change her mindset. And here's why I think the world is broken. Because what type of world do we live in that people have to be shocked that you're doing something special, that you're doing something kind, that you're doing a blessing? I have person after person after person. I mean, we've done this giveaway to hundreds of people. And there are so many people that are shocked. There are people that want to hand it back to you because they think you're about to do something bad to them. They're like, no. I don't give me that $100 bill, are you? No, I can't take that $100 bill. It may explode in my car or something. And that's your thought process. And that tells me how broken the world really is when an act of kindness is not normal. And basically, that's what it is. An act of kindness is not normal. Let me repeat that. An act of kindness is not normal. You tell me the world's not broken if that's the case. Now, I'm not telling you that's the case in every scenario. I'm telling you that's the norm. That's the norm. Because I've proven it. Look, that was research I've done. I went out, I've done this many, many times. But last Saturday and yesterday, I learned a lot. So back to the person I was mentoring. So I'm telling her this story, and she says to me, she goes, this is exactly why my dad and why my family have taught me that I should vote. Because one person does make a difference. She says, in my high school, I remember voting for the proposition in our city that allowed the school to fund the schools more. So it was a proposition to fund the schools more. And the community got together, passed it. Now you have kids with parents that have to go to work and leave, especially where I live, because it's kind of more in the countryside more. So the big cities are far away, so people have to commute. So parents have to leave at 5, 6 in the morning to jump in the 10 freeway or that 10 freeway to drive into LA and spend an hour and a half on their metal coffins. That's what I call them, metal coffins. And now their kids, because of the funding, have morning programs where they can go and do homework. They have after-school programs. They have breakfast. And that now changes the world. That changes the aspect of someone's life. So sorry about that, I lost signal there. So you sit there and you think, does one person make the difference? Absolutely. I used to be the one that didn't want to go out and vote because I'm like, one vote's not going to make a difference. And I got schooled by a 20-something-year-old that I'm mentoring because she mentored me. Now that opened my eyes. My family will be voting. My household will be voting because that's what matters. So I do believe one person can make a difference. Look at how many people. You guys can look at my Facebook page. There are people tagging me, going around, giving out $100 bills. There's a gentleman that purchased my boat, Mario, purchased my boat a few months ago. He always sends me, in fact, I'm sure he's going to see this. He always sends me pictures of him, he's remodeling it and getting it up to standards because the boat was, was it 2006, 16? It was 14 years old. Didn't look 14 years old. Everybody thought it was like a lot newer than that. But he's, making it perfect because he's just that type of guy. So he always sends me pictures of, his wife and his family's friends sitting in the boat. He has this huge garage over in Massachusetts that they're like getting it ready for the season. The engines had to be redone and all that stuff. And he's always sending me pictures. I'm like, man, this guy's killing me sending me pictures of my boat. I missed that boat so much because it was so amazing. And this morning he sends me a picture and the boat's in the background. Boy, I didn't mind that picture because he sent me a picture of a car parked in front of the boat with a bow on it. He said, I was able to purchase this little car. I worked on it, fixed it all up because one of my wives and my friends, she a single mom, I think he said 3 or 4 children, and his 17-year-old doesn't have a car. And he said, I haven't given out $100 bills yet, but I'm starting with the car. And he goes, it feels so good. And then I have my buddy, my newfound buddy. I know we've been Facebook friends for a long time. He lives in Florida. He ran into me at the boat show a couple weeks ago, about a month ago. And he says, hey, Clayton Sampson, I follow you on social media. And I looked around. In fact, that happened to me 4 times at the boat show, 3 or 4 times. And I was like, wow, people actually follow me all over the world. And he said hi and everything else. So apparently I really inspired him. So he gave out $5,000 this week in $100 bills. And he didn't want to post it because he felt that he wanted to be a little bit more private. I could understand. But I said, look, if you don't post, you don't inspire, people are not going to do it. I said, look at it this way. If I didn't post what I was doing, you would not have done it. He goes, you're absolutely right. Very good point. So instead of him posting him doing it, he just posted, shared my post of me doing it, putting his story behind it and send it out, which is perfect for me. That worked great for me because some people are bashful about it. I'm not bashful. I'm going to tell the world. I've been put on this earth. God put me on this earth to make a difference. That is my calling. I believe, in fact, if you've been watching my wisdom walks, I've told you many times, I'm not sure what wisdom walk number it is, but everybody has a talent. Every single human being in this world has a talent. You just have to figure out what your talent is and go out and do it. My talent is to change the world and do it one person at a time because we're broken. So do I believe that all these wisdom walks and all the things we do can change the world because it's broken? Absolutely. No one can convince me any differently. The haters can hate. They can do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say. You will never, let me repeat, you will never derail me from what I want to do. You'll never derail me. No one, I think I did hate when the signal drops. My queen is my best friend, my everything. And no disrespect to her, I think I did this on a wisdom walk also. There's so many things I've covered in wisdom walks. But she can't derail whatever I want to do. If my mind's on something, it doesn't matter. I take her opinion. My spouse, absolutely. But if my mind's made up on something, you're not going to stop me. So I will continue doing this until the day I die. Because this morning I woke up and I was blessed. I was blessed to wake up. So I can go out and make a change in somebody's life again, however you do it. Now, you guys may not have a situation where you are in a financial position to do what my team and I does. Well, maybe shame on you. Maybe you should start doing what we do for a living, and you will have that situation. But until you wake up and do that, you can bless someone with a kind word. Why don't you do this? The world is so broken. Why don't you do this? Do this as an experiment today. Go on your phone, scroll down, find 5 people that you haven't talked to in years in your address book, and send them a text message and say, I was just thinking about you. I hope you have a great holiday season and just wanted to say hi and encourage them. Why don't you do that? That's a blessing. It's not a financial blessing, but it's a blessing. So think about it. Think about how just a kind word can change someone's life. A kind word. So, ladies and gentlemen, the world's broken and we can fix it. Yes, we can. We can fix it one person at a time. I am so proud of the community that follows me. I'm so proud of the messages I get with people changing their life. Oh, I'll show you what's going on there in a second. That's changing their lives and blessing others and changing their lives too. I am so proud of it. I cannot tell you how much that enriches my life, how much it enriches my feeling, how much it makes me want to continue doing these things. I don't do these things for payment. Nobody pays me for mentoring them or helping them. I'm not Grant. I don't charge you $15,000 to come to my seminars. But I'll tell you what, I will look. If any of you have ever been to Tony Robbins or any of these motivational people speakers, and you spend $3 grand, $4 grand, $5 grand, 10 grand, 500, whatever you spend, you tell me, honestly tell me, if you heard something in their seminar that's not in my wisdom walk. I'll let that one sink in for a minute. I guarantee you it's on my wisdom walk somewhere. Anyway, that little noise you heard is I have this little machine there because I'm afraid that these cranes that come over here will steal my fish. So anything that walks by here, that annoys anything away. So there it is. And no, the yard is still not done. This guy is taking forever. He promised me he'll start before Christmas. Yesterday he calls me. He says, it will be middle of January, but I promise you it'll be done before summer. I'm like, summer? He goes, no, I meant like before March. I'm like, okay, if you say so. But the pond's still running. It's still going great. My fish is still growing. There they are. I got up this morning and did a honeydew. That's why the driveway is wet. I actually cleaned the Queen's car today. There it is. So if you stand here, anything it picks up in this area, it makes that awful noise to scare them away. So that's my little deal. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the world's broken. Can we go fix it, please? One person at a time. Okay? Have an amazing Sunday, everyone. Love you all. Merry Christmas. I'm sure the Queen and I will do a Christmas greetings to everyone coming up. Can't believe it's almost there. But Merry Christmas.